Peace, everybody. This is a Torah with a free reading. This reading is for anyone going through a major life transition right now. And this may very well resonate with you if that's the case. So I started with a significator here. This card is called Align Your Life. What is no longer in alignment with who you truly are. I started with this card because it represents going through a major life transition, which means you are coming into a new version of yourself, a higher version of yourself, a more mature version of yourself. So that's the significator. I pulled that one out to set a tone for the rest of the cards. Okay, these are the hidden influences. This is the Ten of Cups. Okay, the Ten of Cups is it's all about you're pursuing happiness, possibly in a relationship. There you see the two hands holding and the cabin and the rainbow. So you've been pursuing some type of happiness in a relationship. Okay. And this may not be the case. That's just, what that card means. It could just mean your own personal happiness, something that you've been working to achieve for yourself. Now, this is the clarifier, which is the Devil's card. Okay. And the Devil's card is representing, attachments in this case. You see the two people there attached and bound to, the Devil's post there. And so you've been, pursuing this dream, but you've become attached to a certain outcome, which represents, that this thing has kind of taken you over, okay, in the past. All right. So these two cards here and their significators are representing what has already happened. And these two here and their significators are what's to come and what's about to happen. And this is the outcome. Okay. This is the main energy is the Tower. This is all about things being broken down. Okay. Things, falling apart. Okay. So in this relationship or within the situation, things are falling apart and it's crumbling. Okay. That's the overall energy that came out. So things are crumbling. You are in a transition. Things are being broken down. Things are dying. And whenever things are dying, we're talking about a rebirth to come very, close behind that. So what has already happened, we have the Six of Swords here. The Six of Swords talking about moving away from a situation that is no longer serving you. So you've tried to leave the situation before, this relationship, this situation, this phase of your life. But the reason why that couldn't happen was because you had more to learn. Okay. This is the Hierophant. It's talking about learning, spiritual learning. You have more to learn about yourself spiritually. This is connected to the sign of Taurus. So you may be dealing with a Taurus. Okay. Here is the King of Pentacles, which is also Taurus. So you may be, and maybe you're not. Maybe it's just about, you learning your lessons. Learning some spiritual lessons, and it could be both. You're learning spiritual lessons from a Taurus, which is, my case. I pulled this for myself, and so I'm sharing it with everyone else. So that's very specific to me, but doesn't have to be specific for you. Also, the Justice card, we're talking about, weighing things out and balance. Okay. In the past, the recent or even distant past, in this situation or relationship, you've been making choices. You've been trying to make the best choices for yourself concerning balance. You've likely recognized that the relationship or the situation is imbalanced. However, we have the clarifier here as the Seven of Swords. It represents deceit. And here I see self-deception. I mean, she is blindfolded. And then over here we see a blindfolded woman with two swords, and we have a blindfolded woman here with one sword. So we're talking about willful blindness, but still in the pursuit of truth. Okay, so this is in a recent past, and this had to happen because, look, you have more to learn. You have some things to learn. I forgot to go with the clarifier on the Tower. The clarifier on the Tower is the Nine of Wands. So that's basically saying that, this has been a long time coming. You've been in a battle for this Tower moment to happen. You've been fighting against this Tower moment. But it said that this is saying that it's near its end. It's coming to an end very soon. Okay. In the near future, and what's happening next is the Eight of Cups, which is to walk away from something that is, again, this is about the Six of Swords about, walking away or leaving a situation behind. And this is very much, the same thing. This is the same energy. The Eight of Cups is about leaving something behind that you have been emotionally invested in. It's a Cups card. So it's talking about emotion, something that you have greatly invested in emotionally and put a lot of time and effort into. This is what's coming for you. But being clarified about the Two of Swords, there's still some indecision. Okay. Like I said, these two women are blindfolded. There's something that you don't want to see. There's something that you are ignoring, basically so that you don't have to walk away. So you have to face this tower moment. Okay. So you need to walk away, but you're in indecision. That's what the Two of Swords represents. Two contradictory sides. There's one side that says one thing and the other side says another thing, and they contradict. So you're having a hard time letting the situation go. But you will, because the Wheel of Fortune is here, and the Wheel of Fortune is saying, it is out of your control. You can be in indecision. You can lie to yourself all you want, but eventually outside forces are going to push you toward a new start. Outside forces that you have no control over are going to, basically force this change to come. And it's clarified by the Nine of Cups. So this is something that you have been wishing for. You've been wishing for a change, and you may not have been strong enough to do it yourself. And that's fine, because major life transitions are difficult. When you attach yourself, the devil, when you attach yourself to a vision for some time, it can be difficult to let it go. But the Wheel of Fortune is going to make sure that happens for you in the very near future. The outcome is the King of Pentacles. So we have this Taurus card here, this Taurus card here. So like I said, if you are learning from a situation with a Taurus, if you are a Taurus, this is yourself. But if not, we're talking about the same mirroring energy, especially clarified by the Hermit, which is inner wisdom. This is you. Okay, this is you. And this is all about feeling confident in the choices that you're making for yourself. It's a king. So we're talking about sovereignty. We're talking about, experience. We're talking about all these things that you've gone through within this situation or relationship is teaching you a great deal about, your inner wisdom. This is how I know this is you, because it's the Hermit. This is inner wisdom. So this is you, the outcome. This is what you're going to get. You're going to learn from your experiences. You're going to become wise, and you're going to become grounded. It's a Pentacles card, so it represents earth energy. You're going to become more grounded because of this thing that you've been through and have had to walk away from. Now, from the Work Your Light Oracle deck, we have the advice in 3 cards. The advice, the first card says, play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. This is very important because there's already a lot of heavy energy here within the Tower and a transition. So you don't need to be mired down, by indecision and worry. You should be focusing on play, dance, play, have fun. Don't be too serious, because that's just going to make it even more difficult to transition. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So this is like a karmic card, because you've been through this situation before, or you've been with this person. If this is a person in a relationship, you guys have done this before, and you have been through lifetimes of, dealing with the same kind of energy, having to learn the same lesson and getting wisdom from it. So you've been training for this for lifetimes. That means you can do it. This is not something that you can't do. This is not bigger than you. And so that's what this card is saying. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And finally, break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. And that's exactly what we're doing. We are rewriting the future with this transition. We are breaking the ancestral patterns of this lifetime training that we've been in. This is the last cycle of you dealing with this same kind of energy. So in order to embrace it, you have to play and not be so serious. You have to understand that this is happening. This outside force is going to come in and basically, you have no control. It's going to happen. All right, you guys, let me know in the comments if this resonated with you, and share this video or tag with your friends so that they too can, get in on this insight. All right, you guys, see you later. Peace.